Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. The biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Film My Run on Zwift. My name is Stephen Cousins and we are broadcasting live on Facebook and on YouTube. While we're getting everything ready, it would be absolutely awesome if you could go and subscribe to the Film My Run YouTube channel and also the Zwift Live YouTube channel. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/filmmyrun and also Twitter at filmmyrun, and the website is www.filmmyrun.com. It's very nearly time, so sit back, relax, don't forget to drop me a ride on and watch me do all the hard work. Right, welcome along to the Pot Noodle Sunday with Victoria. We're going to do a workout session here, which you can see on the screen, but I'm just going to hold off for about 40 seconds because for some reason we've not set up Facebook to start until 6 o'clock, so we've got 30 seconds to go. So we're just going to pair Victoria's watch with heart rate first. With me. No, you don't need to do anything else. There it is, Phoenix 6S. Okay. Yeah. Start. Hear the buzz for it to start. screen in a second. Oh dear. Right, okay, tell you what we'll do. No, I'll tell you what I'll do. Go Bluetooth setting. Turn Bluetooth off. Then we'll turn Bluetooth on again. We'll be with you in a second, by the way. We're just, we're just busy faffing about. Right now, we'll unpair the MyRun treadmill. We'll unpair the heart rate. If we can get it to respond. Hold on. Oh, are we going to crash? Are we going to crash? Oh no, I think we've crashed. That's not good, is it? Anyway, welcome to Facebook, welcome to the Film My Run channel on Facebook, welcome to the Zwift Run Live channel on YouTube, and we're just getting ready to do Victoria's Pot Noodle run, and but we have a crashed Zwift, unfortunately, so we're going to have to turn everything off and turn it all back on again. So let's close Zwift. Yeah, not responding. Possibly. And okay, so we'll just load Zwift again. And if we have this problem again, then we'll turn the computer off and turn it on again. Right, while that's loading up, let's have a look at chat on Facebook. Let's go to the right page. Right, there's chat and view. Corner there. Miguel, hello Miguel. Tina Beard, hello. We are now on Facebook as well, so YouTube and Facebook and Twitch are all working, and fingers crossed we are going to have successful pairing. No, just bear with. Tanya, hello. Right, well, it's kind of before and after, because I've already had a Bombay Bad Boy for my lunch, believe it or not. So whether Victoria has her Bombay Bad Boy afterwards for supper, we don't know. Oh, she is going to. Okay, she's going to do it. Right, let's go back and try and pair one more time. And if this doesn't work, then we will have to get the chest strap on. I really don't know why it's not going properly. Phoenix 6, there it is. So it's broadcasting. We've got it connected. Now we just need it to no signal, it says. And is it not going green at all? Right, try it one more time on your watch. So we're just going to do a 5k workout. Victoria's going to do a set of intervals at tempo pace, so not threshold, just under tempo pace. Is it all green? Okay. Right, we'll try one. This is the last time we try this, and if it doesn't work, we go to chest strap for heart rate. Look, it's crashed again. Zwift has crashed again. Okay, right. Computer off and computer on again. Ryan Downey says, is Victoria alive or was she abducted by aliens? Right, I'm restarting the whole computer. While we're doing that, you may as well get the chest strap on anyway. Victoria's just sorting the chest strap out. We're sorting the computer out. And fingers crossed it'll work this time. We should be 10 minutes into the workout by now. Unfortunately, we've had technical problems, but lucky that we're not actually doing a race, because it would have started and we would be standing on the start line. So we're just going to reset the computer and then start Zwift up again. And hopefully everything will pair up nicely this time. So this all happens automatically. The computer is set up to automatically load Zwift and all the related little programs that we run to help our stream. So if you're using Zwift on a PC, you won't have all these. See all these extra windows flashing up here. You won't have all them. Don't worry about those. Right. Let's jump between. We're going to try for the. Oh yeah, we may as well go for this one here. Click OK. Click Run. Right, so we're going to choose tempo run workout. So if you don't know how to get to workouts, we're going to show you now. Zwift technical problems, it really just needs a bit of perseverance to work out what the problem is. Or work another way around the problem. So we've managed to get Zwift loaded, we've managed to get heart rate. Right, so we go to workouts, top here. So let's just do that again. So up at the top here, top right, it'll say workouts. Now if you're on an iPad or an iPhone, it won't actually say workouts, it will just be that picture. So you need to get to recognize that picture, but it is the top right of your screen. Click workouts and then you'll be taken to this screen here where you can choose, look, various workouts. Now we have got various loaded workouts from different Zwift academies that have been running over the years. So this is the latest one, Zwift Academy Run from 2020. That's now finished. And Zwift Academy Try is still there. And Zwift Academy Try from 2019 is finished, obviously. But the workouts are all still there and they will remain there forever. So all your workouts from these Zwift Academies will stay there. But if you haven't done any of the Zwift Academies, you've also got these here, which are workouts that will be loaded onto Zwift whenever you load Zwift. Less than 30 minutes to burn and more, less than an hour to burn. So workouts between 30 minutes and an hour. So let's choose less than 30 minutes. And then we can scroll down and find the one that we want. And we're going to do the one that says Tempo Run. And that's this one here. Tempo Run, 5.5 kilometers. 5.05 and it's 29 minutes of running, and you can see here we've got a warm-up and then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little kind of interval sections where we increase the pace and run for 3 minutes at tempo pace, and then we have a few seconds, it's 30 seconds of recovery before we do the next one, so not long in recovery. So we click workout and back. Tina Beard says she had to go and answer the phone and we're still not started. And look, Victoria, hang on a second, you're not moving. You're not moving at all, so we need to go back to menu, back to pairing. This is getting tedious now, isn't it? We'd just like to start the workout, please. And it's going to crash again. Zwift is going to crash again. I don't believe it. I do not believe it. We might, right, if this doesn't work in the next 10 minutes, we will abort this because this is ridiculous now. Right, okay, that's all right, that's good. So search, my run, okay, that's right, start and see what happens. No, you're not moving. No, what we'll do is we'll just do that thing again when we go to Bluetooth and turn Bluetooth off and turn it on again. So Bluetooth settings, turn Bluetooth off on the computer. Zwift has crashed again. Turn Bluetooth on. Load Zwift again. I'm sorry about this, guys. I don't know why this is happening, but it is. So we'll try this again. Physique Game says not like this. No, not like this. This is not what we like. And it shouldn't happen like this either. It should be a lot better than this. So we'll try one more time. If things are not working, we are just going to pack it in. No. Let's just keep it like it is for the time being. So lessons in how to get Zwift to do what you want. Workout. 30 minutes to burn. Tempo run. Workout. Back. Right. Try now. See if it goes. No, you're not moving at all. You're just standing still. Right, okay, let's try. The next step is to unplug the grey power cable down there and plug it for a couple of minutes or a couple of seconds. Just leave it 10 seconds and then plug it back in again. Right, and it worked, okay. Fizzy Game says only a minor setback. Ryan Downey says no need to apologise. Well, Ryan Downey is well versed in these issues as well. So, okay, so we've reset Bluetooth again. We've turned the treadmill on and off. We'll now go back to the pairing screen again. We will unpair the MyRun treadmill. We will repair the MyRun treadmill. And fingers crossed this time. Let's see if we just get 2 ticks. Right, back. Try now. Yay! Oh my goodness. What a pain in the backside that was. Right, 8.5 kilometers per hour. We are finally going. Well, that has taken 15 minutes. So 15 minutes to get Zwift working. With 3 crashes. Well, that's just the nonsense 1% business that everybody else likes and we hate. Tina Bid says HR is on stride. Is HR working? Oh no. Right, let's stop again. Yeah, you keep running. I'll just go to. We are using a stride. Stride heart rate monitor, but clearly we've got a problem with it, not working. There it is, there. But it doesn't seem to want to connect either. Let's see if we've got it now. Have we got heart rate? There you go. Okay. Yeah. So what Victoria is wearing is the old Stride Pioneer. So before Stride came out with a foot pod, they had a chest strap, and that was how they measured power, using a chest strap, and it was also a heart rate monitor. That was about 5 years ago. So I got one of those when it first came out. So I think I'm one of the only people I know who has one. And the thing is, I can't currently find my very snazzy, expensive heart rate monitor, which is a bit of a worry, because I'm wondering whether I left it at the Goodwood Marathon last week. So, because I haven't seen it for a week, and I'm just wondering whether it's fallen out of the car or been left at the side of the road at Goodwood. But there we are. So I can't find that. So Victoria is wearing a chest strap made by Stride. It is the Stride Pioneer. Okay, so Victoria is doing an 8-minute warm-up. Ryan Perring says, if you left it there, you won't get it back. No, don't worry about that. I know I won't get it back. If I have left it on the side of the road, somebody will know it's a good chest strap, and they've nicked that, haven't they? But I'm hoping it's just lying somewhere amongst a load of washing in the house, or underneath the chair, underneath the seat in the car or something. That's what I'm hoping, but who knows? I mean, it was only 115 quid. We could just easily buy another one, can't we? Huh, not. Okay, 9.2 kilometres now. So this is the warm-up where we're gradually increasing the speed We are watching Facebook chat. We're watching YouTube chat. Hello, Miguel. Miguel says, do you know how to repair the scripts in Zwift? When you say the scripts in Zwift, Miguel, what do you mean by the scripts? When we can easily reinstall Zwift if there's ever a real problem. But do you have a problem that are you suggesting like fixes for us? I have lots of scripts that I run on my computer to help the stream work. But I'm not sure what you mean about the scripts within Zwift. For the Zwift Academy, we did set Victoria's 10k time at a little bit of a faster pace. So we now have changed it back to what it should be. So Victoria's 10k PB is 49 minutes. So we've reset Victoria's time for 10k to 49 minutes. She is actually faster than that, but you can do a faster 10k than that. Well, we'll go out tomorrow and do one then. We'll do it. I bet you I can get you to a 46-minute 10k tomorrow if you wanted to. If Tanya is watching, Tanya, you can come and look after the kids, and I'll take Victoria out for a fast 10k tomorrow. Carl. Oh, apparently we're on lockdown and we can't. We're not on lockdown anymore. Oh, all right. Social distancing. We're not allowed to visit each other. All right, never mind. Carl says he's on the track with you. So hello, Carl. Yeah. Ryan Perring says personal trainer cousins with all the chat. Yeah, I know. She knows I'm right though. She knows I'm right. Right, see, look, it says there you should feel like you're running fast but within control. You don't feel like you're running fast, do you? No, Victoria doesn't feel like she's running fast at all. Yeah, but it just said there you should feel like you're running fast but in control. Or did it mean in the intervals? All right then. Right, Miguel says, when I start Zwift, it appears scripts appear, then it crashes. Okay, yeah, you probably do need to uninstall it. Is this on Windows 10 or Mac? Or you probably need to uninstall it. Try and make sure that you uninstall everything. So not just uninstalling the Zwift program, but uninstalling the launcher as well. Uninstall everything to do with Zwift. Make sure that you have all the latest updates for Windows 10. So make sure you go to downloads. You go to Zwift. Oh, for goodness sake. Make sure you go to Windows Update and update everything you possibly can, and then reinstall Zwift from scratch and see if that solves the issue. Uninstalling and reinstalling is always the way to do it, basically. No worries, Miguel. Okay, just a minute and a half now left of the warm-up, and then we'll get into 5 times 3 minutes at 12.4. So 5 times 3 minutes at 12.4. So 12.4 for Victoria is doable and within her comfort zone, and it is tempo zone really. It's not really threshold. It shouldn't be. So what you should see is Victoria's heart rate. 145, 150, probably something like that. If I know Victoria's heart rate, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. So we're running around the Mayfield track at the moment, but we have got camera angles on. So at any moment, Victoria will veer off the track and start running along the roads in Watopia because of an automatic camera angle button press. But we'll see about that as well. Sometimes it doesn't happen and she'll just go around the track constantly. It's a 30-minute session. So we are already 8 minutes in. So nice short session. Victoria just wanted a bit of a run out today, but nothing too strenuous. We haven't done a pot noodle Sunday for a little while, so here we are. 10.4. and then it'll be up to 12.4 any second now. Take a couple of deep breaths, get ready to put the work in.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, so this is relatively comfortable. Victoria needs to settle in, as it says on the screen there, and just relax and get into the first set. And the thing about this, the thing that will make it difficult, if it is difficult at all, is that there are only 30 seconds in between these reps. So it's 3 minutes and then 30 seconds rest, which is really not very much at all. By the time you've slowed the treadmill down, that's 10 seconds gone. So it's 20 seconds rest, really. And on Zwift, 30-second rest periods are not really a very good idea, to be honest. So a slap on the wrist for whoever programmed this. It's probably Sean. And there we go, off the track, look. So we're off the track and onto the roads. Victoria, by the way, as you can see, is wearing her new Zwift Run Academy yellow top and her Adidas Adizero running shoes. We can't afford to buy any in real life at the moment. So, has anybody got any races planned? Has anybody booked anything in for the end of December, or any races outdoors in the new year that you want to tell us about? Brian Peng says, I could have afforded them if I hadn't bought that HR strap. Yeah, that is true. Okay, just about 30 seconds left of the first rep. So Victoria needs to get on that paddle and reduce the speed immediately that she crosses through, or she's not going to have any rest at all. Make sure it goes right down to 9.2 and very slow jog for 30 seconds. Andrew Cutmore, good evening to you, my friend.
Nice.
Ryan, did I see some photographs of that? Was it St Michael's Mount in the background, or is that somebody else's race? Ryan says his team organised a race that happened yesterday. First one around since God knows when. Yep. Yeah. Nope. So off we go again, another 3 minutes. So yeah, so Victoria's already noticed the rest period is really not very long at all. But the good thing about this is there are only 5 reps and it will be over before you know it. Yeah, so I did see some photographs of that on Facebook, looked very nice. There is, I'm really desperate to do a half marathon event, and there is one in the Queen Elizabeth Stadium in London on the 20th of December. The only problem with it is the course is so windy, and from running that course before in a 10k, it's also a little bit hilly. And if I'm going to do a half marathon PB, what I don't want is a hilly, windy course with lots of turns and lots of little undulations. So much as I would love to do a half marathon race on the 20th of December, I just don't think it's the right course to do it on. So I don't think I'm going to do it. Well, no, I know I'm not going to do it. Oh yeah, is that next week? Yeah, I've got a Zwift marathon next week. If I'm feeling up for it, we'll try and go for a relatively quick time on that marathon next week. So the Zwift Watopia Run Festival is starting next week. And on Sunday and Saturday and Sunday, there are half marathons and marathons. So Victoria's going to do a half marathon on the Saturday, probably, or the Sunday later on in the afternoon on the Sunday. I'm going to do the marathon at 8 o'clock in the morning on the Sunday. So 8 a.m. UK time on Sunday next week, I will do a marathon on Zwift. It'll be my 7th treadmill marathon. And so let's hope it'll be the fastest one I've done. Ben says, how do you find treadmill running compared to outdoors? Do you prefer one to the other? I think I answered a similar question to this yesterday. I don't prefer... Well, yes, no, sorry, I do. I do prefer outdoors. I prefer running outdoors. I think Victoria would agree. We like running on the trails. We like our outdoor adventures. So ideally, we would always prefer to run outdoors. However, the treadmill and Zwift is an amazing training tool. And yeah, I remember saying yesterday that you don't have cars or pedestrians or tree roots or curbs or anything to trip over or get in your way, traffic lights. You can just get on with concentrating on running form, concentrating on your stride length, your cadence, and making sure that you're running as efficiently as possible on the treadmill. And also, Victoria's saying things like intervals. It feels better to do them on a treadmill because you can concentrate more on your interval running on the treadmill. So there is that. And treadmill running is basically like running on a track, except you don't have to do the bends of a track. You just keep running straight. So there are massive positives to running on a treadmill, but in terms of enjoyment factor, we would probably always prefer to run and enjoy the outdoors. But trails, not roads, yeah. Yeah, if it's a choice of doing a road session or a treadmill session, it might be a toss-up, and you might prefer to do the treadmill, to be honest. Okay, so Carol Rushworth says, did you see Ryan Boyd's answer to WRW? Apparently it means weekend run walk. Does it really? Okay. We had a bit of a problem yesterday because we were supposed to do a run walk run or walk run walk session on Zwift, and I was leading Group A, and Group A was supposed to be doing half a mile of walking and then a mile of running, then half a mile of walking, a mile of running. We were going to do a whole half marathon doing a run walk. But the problem was that nobody in Group A wanted to do that run walk. Now, actually, it doesn't matter. Even if it was, because it was WRW, that was the title of the run. WRW. That to me is walk, run, walk. But apparently that doesn't stand for that. It stands for weekend run walk. But even if people had been doing run, walk, run, nobody walked anyway. Everyone just ran. So I was left on my own at the back with nobody to lead. But there we are. Not to worry. Right, Victoria's on her third one now. And has about 40 seconds left of this interval. And after this, she's only got 2 left to do. So this is going to be over in a flash, really. And Victoria looks very comfortable. This is way within her comfort zone. So heart rate of 159 though, so she's working a bit harder than I was suggesting she might. Ryan Perring says yes, it's titled Weekend Run Walk. But as with all Zwift events, people just join and don't follow the instructions, yeah. But the thing is, I do remember a few months ago doing another one of those events that Ryan Boyd organised, and I did have a little group of people to take with me, and we did it in 2 hours, and we did it run, walk, run, or walk, run, walk, I don't know. I mean, it makes sense to me also to start with the walk, because you kind of then warm up into the run. You don't just suddenly fire off at whatever speed it is and then walk. I would always start off with the walk first and then the run. Mohahe or Mohaji on Twitch says, are you using a foot pod? Well, normally with Zwift you would use a foot pod. So normally the way that you get your speed into Zwift is you have a pod on your shoe. Oh, Victoria's missed the start. You have a pod on your shoe, and that transmits the speed that you're running into the Zwift game. But we're very lucky here. We have what's called a smart treadmill. And this smart treadmill automatically transmits speed from the treadmill itself straight into Zwift. So there is no need for us to wear a foot pod when we run here on our treadmill. So Victoria is into her third interval now. Third rep, sorry. Angel says silence. Okay. Do you want me to be quiet, Angel? I can if you like. But not for long. Shake out the upper body if you're tense, it says. Basically, Victoria just does a weird wave at the camera. So she's 3.5k in. And 1 minute 35 seconds left of this rep. One more rest, and then one more rep after this. I hope you're all raring to go for next Friday's video 5k. We had loads of people, well, I say loads of people, we had 30 odd people on Friday, a really good turnout. One or two technical problems, basically just simply caused by me being out of my depth, not being able to handle it all. So next week we will have Victoria helping out. Oh, Tina says Christmas lights. We need to keep an eye out for the Christmas lights. I didn't see them then. Apparently, when it's night time in Zwift, there are Christmas lights on somewhere. Ryan Perring says the tree lights are decent. Where are they? So you lot seem to have suddenly noticed the Christmas lights, and I haven't seen them anywhere. Did you see them, Victoria? Victoria didn't see them either. There's Ryan Boyd walking the other way. Pull a Yui to find them. Okay. I think we'll just carry straight on this way. We're nearly at the finish now. I'm sure we'll see the Christmas lights at some point. Right, one more to go, and then Victoria's done. 5k, tempo run, little efforts. Tina says we missed the Christmas lights in the fir trees. Kathy says they look festive. So we'll keep our eyes out for them. Keep your eyes out when you're running on Zwift to see if you can see the Christmas lights in the trees. Right, final rep, here we go. So Victoria's heart rate is going up quite a bit. So she is working. So maybe this is nearer the top end of tempo for Victoria. And just into threshold a little bit. She's definitely into zone 4 of the heart rate for the 4th kilometre. Thank you, Ryan Downey, for the ride on.
Ride on!
What do you think would be a good day to do a Zwift chat video where we have live chat and maybe a guest? I was thinking of inviting Sean from Zwift HQ to be a guest and to talk a little bit about the Run Academy and any questions that other questions that you have for Sean about Zwift. But what do you think would be a good regular weekly slot to have that Zwift chat program? I never really, because like tonight would be Sunday evenings would be a good slot, or midweek sometime. I'm never quite sure, which is one of the reasons why I've never actually set it up. Right, 1 minute 20 seconds left. 162 BPM for Victoria. Last rep, and then we're into cool down. Carol Rushworth says Sunday night would be good. Okay, I'll have a chat with Sean maybe at Zwift HQ and see if he'd be willing to come on a Sunday night. So it'd be a Sunday after. The problem is for those guys, Sunday evening is Sunday afternoon in Los Angeles, and you know they're not working, so it'd be their day off, and they would be maybe they would be working. I don't know. I guess they have to have some people on at weekends. But maybe they'd be out with family and stuff like that. I don't know. Sunday night is good for the UK, isn't it? It's good for us here. But of course in Los Angeles, if we did want any guests on from LA, they might not be up for Sunday night because that's right in the middle of their family time at weekends. And there we go. Back down to 9.2 for 30 seconds for just a bit of recovery, and then it's into cool down. Well done, Victoria. Heart rate up to 163, so not overly exerting herself, looks in control, looks comfortable. So this will speed up now for the 3 minutes cool down. It'll just speed up a little bit. And here we go. Oh no, staying at 9.2. Oh, I thought it would speed up, never mind. It would normally go up to about 10 or 11 and just kind of slowly come down. No, he wouldn't be on each week, Carol. No, it'd be a different guest each week. And sometimes we wouldn't have a guest at all. Sometimes it would just be chat between us lots. But it'd be interesting to have guests on. You know, we could have Pascal or John McManus, the creators of the Run Klein and the TSS app. We could chat to them. We could have Tim on and talk about shoes and his views on Zwift. There's lots of people we could have on. And, you know, it'd be just good rather than doing a run. It'd just be good to sit down and just be able to talk. We could also have, if you guys wanted to be on video, you know, like you do for the Video 5K, we could have that set up as well so people could ask their questions in person on video on the show. So Victoria just doing cool down now. 1 minute, 16 seconds left to go. Heart rate is slowly coming down. And that's a good half an hour 5K session for Victoria. Victoria said she thought that one was okay. A decent workout. Do you not think the 30-second intervals are too short? In terms of literally just slowing down your treadmill. By the time you've slowed down the treadmill, you've got to speed it back up again. Okay. Kathy says, great ideas. Tina says, sounds good. Okay, right. If I can get myself organised, then next week, maybe we'll do the first one of those at 7 o'clock in the evening or something. So that'll be after the marathon, and we can talk about how we ran and how Watopia Run Festival went. Here we are, just coming to the end now. 10 seconds, and Victoria is done. You did that at 1% as well, by the way. Yeah, I wouldn't have done that. I'd have just... Right, Victoria says she follows the rules. I just stick it at 0 and have done with it. Right, that's it. So Victoria's done 5k, the tempo run workout. Let's just show you again. If you're not a regular on Zwift, if you're just watching this wondering what on earth it is, or if you're just starting on Zwift, so Zwift has a number of different built-in workouts that you can do. If you're running on the treadmill, you can run on your own. You don't have to join a group run or anything, although there are plenty of those, but you can just run on your own, and you can choose to do a workout session. So you would get to this screen, you would go to the top right corner where it says workouts. If you're on an iPad or an iPhone, it won't actually say the word workouts there. You'll just have to get used to what that picture looks like. You click on workouts, and then there are various workouts here that you can choose from to do. So we've got less than 30 minutes to burn, less than an hour to burn. You can also load custom workouts in there, so workouts that you have created using the Zwift Workout Editor, which is online, zwiftworkout.com. And there are also various workouts from different run academies and tri academies that we've had in the past. And we just chose a less than 30-minute workout. We scrolled down here and we chose this one here, 5.5 kilometers, 29 minutes. And you can see the date listed here of the last time that workout was done, which is the 13th of December. So so we haven't done any other workouts from. Oh no, we have done down and up the ladder. We did on the 14th of June. Up and easy. Have you done the up and easy? Where's that then? Oh yeah, up and down easy. 29th of September. We did. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So Victoria enjoyed mixing it up and doing something a bit different where the recovery was very short. So that's it. That is the end of that. We are off. Victoria is now going to have her pot noodle. Kim Salt says great job. Kathy says great run. Ben says nice job, Victoria. Carol says cannot wait to get together in Birmingham next year. Yes, so we're going to try and sort something out where this will probably just be for people in the UK, but we're going to try and sort out a Zwift runners meetup somewhere in the middle of the UK where anyone is invited. If you want to fly over from the States or from Europe, then please, you're more than welcome to. But at some point next year, we're going to try and organise a Zwift runners meetup in the middle of the UK, where we go for a run or we have a little conference style thing. Maybe we could organise some speakers, things like that, and do it. It depends how big we want to create it and how much time and effort we want to put into doing it. We could just all meet up and go for a run and have a meal. Or we could make it a little bit more formal and have a run and a little conference where we have 2 or 3 speakers for a couple of hours or whatever. We'll see. We'll try and sort something out. Anyway, from the pot noodle run here with Victoria, Victoria's going to go and eat her actual pot noodle now. We will see you. And Ben wants to go to the pub. Okay. Maybe we'll go to the pub then. We'll have a pub meal or something. Yeah, okay. Yes, so that's it from us. Thank you very much for watching. We'll be back tomorrow. Kathy can bring the cakes, yes. Where does Kathy live? I thought Kathy was in the States. Are you in the UK then, Kathy? Oh, yeah, in real life cakes. Yeah, Kathy can bring in real life cakes. Excellent stuff. Good idea. We like it. What does Arlo? No? I can't read that word, Kathy. I'm there, and then what does that word say? A-R-L-O-L? Or is it just meant to be lol? I don't know. We are going. Let's just save Victoria's run here. You can see there the intervals that she's done. The fastest speed she got to was accidentally just going up to 12.7 there quickly. Kathy's in the US, so she will have to get a flight over. And highest heart rate for Victoria was right at the very end, which is where you would expect it to be. 164 BPM just at the last interval there. So well done to Victoria for that. And we can save some photos. And then we save and exit, and that is the run done. Thanks very much for watching, everybody. Take care, and we will see you. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye, folks.